Who is this Saint 14 you speak about? Handsome, helmeted, head-bashing, debonair, dare I say, lover of some grumpy pants warlock we all know. Don't know who you're talking about. So, of course, I try to do best with Saint 14 impression. Sometimes not so good, but is not the point. The point of impression is this. You look at Saint 14, somebody who is blindly and brazenly optimistic, yes? You see someone who has always fought for those who could not fight for themselves, who wandered the lands after the Great Fall and tried to save as many lives as possible. You see this individual who just tried the best that they could to make the world a better place, no matter how many trials and tribulations he faced. And this is a good example of how to be, because it's not about grand gestures or taking the stage and standing there, allowing praise to wash over you. It's about getting out there and trying every day to make it just a little bit better, one day at a time. Yes? Yes. So, we can look at Saint 14 and see that example. Going out there, being bombastic, being unbelievably optimistic, even to an extent that might be considered reckless. And he does it every single day. He goes out, he fights for what he believes in, and he tries to make the world better. But also, there are other examples we can take from Saint 14, aren't there? Yeah. So, what do we know of Saint? We know that for a very long time, longer than we will ever understand truly, he was trapped in a dark place. He was forced to fight his demons that came for him over and over and over again, and he did not give up. The odds were stacked against him in a place beyond the light, and yet he fought forever, for always, and did so brazenly, so unabashedly, with what I can only imagine was a battle cry and a song in his heart, that he was honored by his enemies after his passing. We can be an example. We can be honored even by those who do not believe in us, those who think us an annoyance or an inconvenience, just by being who we are and just by doing what we do. And lastly, when he returned, he reconnected with his lost love. He rejoined those he considered comrades, but he also saw the perspective of some he considered his enemies, and he did his best to mend fences, to build bridges, to make amends. He saw his errors, and he was able to improve himself and create a better world with those he did not see eye to eye with in the past. So, I will continue to do character like this. I will strive every single time to present positivity, create laughter, but also warm your heart, and remind you that you should always try to make the world a better place, even if it is small increments at a time, that you should never stop fighting, because no matter how deep the darkness that surrounds you, you always carry a light that cannot be extinguished by those who oppose you. And lastly, it is okay to learn from your mistakes. It is okay to see the position of others, especially those who have opposed you. And if at the end of the day you can recognize your shortcomings, your faults, and apologize and try to make amends, you will help build the world up back into a golden age. Because as we all take turns adding bricks to that tower, eventually all of us will stand in the light of a new and exciting day. Yes.